Hello everybody, Mr. Galvan here with another quick video on Google Classroom. Today we're going to be talking about how to submit assignments that are PDF document related. So your teacher gives you an assignment. They include a PDF file as part of the assignment, and you've got to work with it. So here in this assignment, I'm in my book club class, and I've been given this assignment, and just the directions are answer the questions. So I have to work with this file. So I'm going to show you a quick method to download the file, make your edits, and upload it, and be done with it. Okay? So let's go ahead and click on the file that they gave us. Clearly, we have to work with this file. Now, normally with Google Docs or Sheets or Slides, you can just go ahead and they give you a file to work with. It opens up a new browser and you can work with the file. In this case, though, when you're given a PDF, you can't really do that. Like, we clicked on it and all it did was it opened the file so that we could preview it, but notice that when I try to type on it, I can't do anything. So how do we get this done? How do we work with this? So I'm going to show you one method. If you have your own method, stick with it, work with it, whatever works. If you're happy with it, submit it. But this method should work too if you haven't figured it out. So you see these three little dots on this area. You're going to click on it, and then you're going to click on Open in New Window. When you click on Open in New Window, you're going to see the file again, but there are a few other options. There's an Open With, and sometimes there are different applications that you can utilize to work with it. Now you might be thinking, well, just go to Google Docs. It's not that simple. Sometimes PDFs convert very strangely when you try to convert them into like a Word document or a Google Docs document. But the method I'm going to show you it involves a quick, simple strategy where we download and upload. So we see this. This is the download. We're going to go ahead and click download. When we click on download, we see that working with Chrome, and I do need to point that out, we're using Google Chrome right now, okay? If you're on Microsoft Edge, it's a completely different thing. So this is if you're working with Chrome. So on the bottom, we have our downloads, and we saw that a file downloaded here. I'm going to go ahead and left click on it. When we do that, notice that the address bar changed. Before, we were in a drive folder. This is a file that's on a folder in the Google Drive. It's up in the cloud universe. But now we see C, users, name, download, JSON. This file is now in my computer. Additionally, another change is that we see, and it's kind of hard to see the colors, but there are typable fields. We can actually type in this document, which is really cool. So we scroll down, we see that there are multiple places where we can type stuff in. So I'm going to go ahead and type a few things just so you guys can see what I'm talking about, how this works. And then we'll put in some answers here. Okay, so we were able to do this. Now, I do need to make this point, though. Not all PDF documents are the same. Some PDFs do not have typable fields. Usually, though, if a teacher gives you a PDF document that they want you to work with and they assign it to you online, usually, not always, but usually they want you to be able to type in it. So they usually have fields where you can go ahead and type. Fields, I should say, are places on which you can type in the document where the lines are. And it's everywhere here, including this area. You see, we can type stuff. So we're done as far as what I wanted to do. I want to save this now. So we could just kind of keep working with this downloads, but what I want to do is this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hover over the print icon, okay? And when we click on print, we're going to save, and this is my final version, okay? I can't make changes after this just because of the nature of the way this is, but I'm going to go ahead and save this as a PDF. We're going to click on save. We're going to save it to the desktop. I'm going to rename it. I like saving it to the desktop just because I know it's an easy place for me to find it. But you could, if you want to save it to your documents folder or to a special homework folder that you created, you can totally do that too. So it's totally up to you. Also too with file naming. Sometimes your teachers might have certain preferences. If they have a certain preference for file naming, just follow what they tell you to do. If you don't know what it is, ask. Okay? I'm doing it this way just because this is how I sometimes save certain things by title, name, and date. Okay? So I'm going to click on save. We know it's in the desktop. And there it is. I'm on my desktop, and here we go. Energy Flow, Jason Galvan. Okay, so we go back to our Google Chrome. So this was the download that we worked with just now, where we were able to type and make edits. We can still, I did say it was too late before when we saved it, but we can still make edits and changes here because this file is still in the downloads folder, and then we can finish it and create a new version by saving again if we want to. It's kind of up to you, but just know that if we want to go and look for the file, the original, to try to work with it some more, it would be here in the downloads. That's where the original one was. Okay, so let's go to the class. If we go into the class, we still see the preview. We want to get rid of this, so we're going to move the arrow here. The original file is still there. You don't need to mess with it. Go ahead and click Add or Create. Click on File. And we want to select Upload, because remember, we're uploading a file from our computer. We click here. There it is, Energy Flow, Jason Galvan. That's the one I was working with. We click on Upload. And there it is. We can go ahead and now turn it in, and we'll be good to go. Okay? I do want to go back though, and I want to look at that document. Now, I want to show you something before I submit. Okay? When you right click on the PDF document that we were working with, notice that there's an Open With option right here. Open With gives you the ability to open with a couple of different programs. Now, Adobe Acrobat is kind of an advanced, expensive program that I downloaded to work with files. Most computers are going to have these three: Reader, Chrome, and Edge. The one we worked with right now was Chrome. I'm going to click on Chrome just for continuity's sake. It opens it back up here, but notice, since we already saved it, this particular file can't be worked with anymore. Notice that the location is different: users, main, desktop. Okay? If we go back to the downloaded one though, and I'm going to make sure it's closed here. Okay? If we go back to the original one that we downloaded, I double click on it. Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. I right click and I open with Google Chrome. It allows us to work with it. This is the original. This one hasn't been modified or altered. This one hasn't been hardwired yet. So we can still edit this original one that's located in our downloads folder. And again, how else do we get to the downloads folder? You click on the folder icon, you look up and down, and you see that here it is. It's right here in the downloads. Or, I mean, you could also go into C and do the other options. But if you just click on downloads, it's the same place. See, downloads. And here it is. Okay? So that's pretty much it. I do want to point out that once you save with the printer and you do the save as PDF, that's pretty much it. It locks in the answer. So if you want to do this over again, you're going to have to go back and work with the original and start over. Okay? So again, this is just one method. If you have another way that you like better, that you feel is faster and more efficient, then totally go with your system. Like, I think it's awesome. So everybody's got different methods for doing stuff. So anyway, just going back here to the assignment, we're looking at the little icon. We're ready to turn in. Just if you want to preview it just one last time, just for the sake of making sure, you can left click and you see that we have our answers and the date and everything. Okay? So I click on turn in. I see that the two files are there. We click turn in, and we're good to go. Okay, that's it. Hope this video was helpful. And again, when you're working with PDF documents, there's a few different steps involved, but but totally, there's more than one way to do it. This is just one. Okay, have a good one, guys.